Good morning, Internet. I believe it's Friday. It's Friday, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Friday's a great reminder to me of all those weeks of my life that I spent kind of living. Oh, yes, the former deity of the house really likes to get into our water. But yet, she's the former deity of the house. The new one is 4 months old and pink. Anyways, getting back to what I was talking about. Friday, something that comes up for me on Fridays is that time in my life where Sunday through Friday was the part of the week that you just had to like survive through, to get to Friday. Because of that freedom that comes on Saturday, where you don't have to get up and go to work, you don't have all that responsibility, all the cares and weights of the world on your shoulder. And I realized one day that I was literally wishing that 6/7 or 5, whatever percentage that is, 5 days of the week that was my life, was part of my existence, that I was literally not even being a part of or paying attention to. It was just something to endure to get to the thing I wanted to do. That's what Fridays used to mean to me. And one day, I decided to start saying something. I decided to start saying that Monday was my favorite day of the week. Took me about 10 years, but I actually started to actually like Mondays a little bit. And then I became self-employed, where it pretty much didn't matter what day of the week it was, which is a wonderful thing. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Jimi Blevins. Every morning at 7:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, we come together to hold a space to make this world a safer place for all of humanity, whatever that looks like. These videos are a big deal to me. Doing this is a big deal to me, and I'll tell you why. This is my truth. This is my mission. This is my passion. And there's something very important to me about speaking my truth. And that is to be honest about where I am in my life, no matter what. Because this morning I woke up and I wasn't having the best day ever. I didn't feel like taking on the world. This morning I am frustrated. I am tired. I am finding a lot of reasons to see how unfair life is. And every so often I get a wave of despair and just emotional pain. And it doesn't feel great. And it's important for me to say that to you, because I grew up in a culture where when we came together to do any sort of spiritual practice, part of the religion was to come together with this idea that everybody was okay and everybody acted like everything was going great and fine. And you cannot sustain something if it's not in your truth. Because if it's not real to you, if it's not something that's, if it's not in your heart, then it's eventually going to become something you're going to push out of your life anyways. Today's today. Be with yourself today. Love yourself today. Be who you are today, because who you are is perfectly, wonderfully, 100% you. It's okay to feel exactly how you're feeling right now. And it's okay to take that feeling and understand that this doesn't have to stop me. This doesn't have to keep me from getting out of bed. This doesn't have to keep me from speaking my truth, no matter how I feel. So today, I want to invite you to breathe with me, and let's begin making this world an amazing place of peace, even if we don't feel like it. Let's do it, and breathe with me. Yes, yes, thank you. It's time to pretend this is our only job. Just breathe. Thank you, thank you. And now I want you to bring your mind to something you feel grateful for. I'm so thankful for my wife. She's such a beautiful, loving person, and such a bright, shining star in my sky. Oh, thank you, thank you. Find that thing for you. And again, if you're sitting there and you think, I don't really have anything to feel grateful for, give yourself the permission and just say to yourself, I wish I felt more grateful. Just that openness in itself is enough. That's the spark. That's all you need. Take that feeling, that wish, that hope that it's possible. Fan that flame as you breathe. Just like we're blowing on a fire. And just feel that emotion spark and come to life. That gratitude, that thankfulness. And it's time now, with me as one, in your heart, hold an image of the world at peace. See it, however that looks for you. And again, if you're in a place where you say, there is no way that is ever going to happen, I invite you to open your mind to the possibility. We first have to believe it's possible for the world to be at peace. And then we can believe that it's happening. And then it will happen. But somewhere, somehow, somebody has to say, it's possible. Someone has to start saying, we can do this. And introducing that thought into the hearts and minds of everyone around them. To create that spark and fan that flame. It is possible. Even if we don't see how it can happen. We can believe it can happen. Someday, even if it's far off in the future, even if it's 100 years from now. Believe it's possible. Believe that mankind can figure out a way to live at peace with one another, just like we are. Amazing, wonderful human beings on this planet, working together, communicating with one another. I believe it can happen. That's the space I hold in my heart. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to hold a space with me. to bring peace to our species and to this planet. Be yourself today, however that feels, whatever that looks like. Go be more you than you've ever been. Peace. Blessings. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30.